Now this is getting even more interesting. Intangible assets valuation. These are things we cannot even see physically. So how do we value them? Very good question. Intangible assets are non-physical but highly valuable. In today's economy, sometimes intangibles are more valuable than physical assets. So what exactly defines an intangible asset? Key characteristics: non-physical, identifiable, controlled by the entity, generates future economic benefits. So examples: brand, patent, software, customer relationships, goodwill. So companies like tech firms mainly depend on these. Exactly, their major value lies in intangibles. Do the same valuation principles apply here? Yes, but with deeper interpretation. Anticipation, future income from intangible. Substitution, cost to create similar asset. Contribution, how much it adds to business. Risk and return, uncertainty is high. Supply and demand, market perception matters. Contribution sounds new. Yes, very important. Intangible value depends on its contribution to overall business. Now tell me methods. This must be tricky. Yes, but structured. 1. Income approach, most used. Relief from royalty, multi-period excess earnings method, discounted cash flow, with and without method. Relief from royalty means value is savings from not paying royalty for using that asset. 2. Market approach, comparable transactions, royalty databases. But comparables must be rare, huh? Exactly, that's the challenge. 3. Cost approach, least used, replacement cost, reproduction cost. But remember, cost not equal to value for intangibles. Let's break down specific types. Brands or trademarks, premium pricing, recognition, patents or technology, innovation advantage, software or copyrights, revenue generation, customer relationships, repeat business, goodwill, residual value. Goodwill is not valued directly. Correct, it is a balancing figure. Where do we use this type of valuation? Financial reporting, INDAS, IFRS, M&A, insolvency, IBC, taxation, transfer pricing, capital gains, litigation, damages, infringement. So purpose defines method. Absolutely. This must be the most subjective area. Yes, major challenges are identifiability, data scarcity, high subjectivity, legal complexities, and rapid obsolescence. So assumptions become critical. Very critical. Small changes can impact value significantly. What makes a strong valuation report here? Clear definition of asset, detailed methodology, assumptions disclosure, sensitivity analysis, legal and compliance alignment. So intangible valuation means valuing invisible but powerful assets, focusing on income generation, understanding business contribution, handling high uncertainty, applying structured methodologies. Excellent, you have captured the essence. Now I realize, in modern economy, real value is often invisible. Very true, and that is why intangible valuation is both an art and a science.